today we're going up again. Load my post to that video, but so yeah, explaining, but yeah, just like, it was tied up, but it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. You just gotta move on. I wish it would have uploaded to my studio though, but it didn't work. Probably a upload tomorrow, hopefully, but
How
you
you
know.
liking the NBA so far?
It's all good, man. Getting used to it, you know?
Oh, okay, that's good to hear.
I just want y'all to enjoy the videos that I made,
Talking that stuff already?
because I am enjoying it.
Look, man, when
I'm
I start
enjoying
showing
it
up
right
on
now.
magazine covers, don't be jealous, alright?
That's right. How don't we make it a little challenge? Yeah. You outscore me now with social media that you're the best player. Which you won't. If I outscore you, you have to try to do the same.
And that's the easiest bet I ever made.
No word?
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? I don't think it's fair, man. You even got any fans?
Let's find out.
I think I like this. I like it better like this.
Welcome everyone. This is what you've
Just like this. I like it just like this, because you can show it's on YouTube and then it's like my stream, but I like this better. I don't like the update.
You know, it doesn't show up in the box score, guys, but he's one of the best in the league at taking charges.
Sometimes even more valuable than a block or a steal. Doesn't necessarily show block.
And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
But, you know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort for them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, both teams can't win. You know, it comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could.
But what a scene it was at midcourt prior to the game, like a boxing match press conference.
They'll hang out even if they're not on the same team. That's not the case with these two, as you're talking about. They genuinely don't like each other, and it makes for great drama. Kind of like, well, I was going to say like this broadcast, but we do like each other.
We like each other.
But there's tension
Bang.
sometimes.
I love
Ha.
tension, but there's never
Got him. Ha ha.
Well, you know, a big new contract, guys, for Ersan Ilyasova going into last season, and he terrified everybody in Milwaukee with a terrible start, but regained his confidence in January and finished the season strong.
That's the old Richardson. That's the one from the Golden State Warriors.
Richardson missing again.
Yeah, that's Jason Richardson. That's not Josh Richardson that played for the Miami Heat.
Back tonight.
I'm used to the one that played for the Miami Heat, but he went to Philadelphia.
They kick out to Ilyasova. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Butler.
Bang.
Moves back up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing.
I just want to let y'all know that the video didn't go through, so I have to start from here right now. So the video didn't go through, so this is the video that is gonna pop up on my studio.
That one is off. And going back to the rough start for Ilyasova, not uncommon for players to struggle after getting that big new contract.
Yeah, I've seen it time and again, players putting a lot of pressure on themselves, trying to live up to the money. But in most cases, the coaches just want the player to do what he does already and what got him here in the first place.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Ellis. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the 76ers. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a moment. He talked about the keys in preparing for this game. He said, well, defense is always our first priority. And while we don't want our shot blockers
Hopefully we win this matchup right now.
Your thoughts on their defensive
Because
focus?
Well, it's the right strategy.
we lost to the Trailblazers, and that was just
Can't get away
sad.
from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
That's good from Carter Williams. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Richardson after the made shot from Ilyasova. Richardson kicks to Turner. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Back to Turner. Clock at 6. To the paint. Rejected by Sanders. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Mayo with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Ilyasova kicks to Butler. And that one's good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
The 76ers win by 3. Carter Williams dishes to Richardson. And Young, here we go. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Knight. Ilyasova passes to Mayo. And he gets it to go. Mayo's got his first points in this one.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Hawes kicks to Turner.
Oh,
He feeds it to Carter Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Young outside. The arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, but
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
you know, last year nobody was quite sure the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust.
Carter Williams after the made shot from Sanders. Carter Williams with it, and it's Knight picking him up. And Young kicks to Carter Williams. The dish now to Turner. 76ers moving the ball around. There's the bucket. Good. Hawes got his first points of the night. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark had seen NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. And it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps in.
I can't believe we lost to the Trailblazers though, because we tied the ball game up. I can't believe
Over
it,
that
man.
last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Larry Drew said to his team. Rebounding at the defensive end was at the heart of what he told them. He wants them going 5 strong to the glass every time a shot goes up. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris. Anderson can't get it to go.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now, here's Roten, averaging 6 points per contest. Allen, that's good.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Pachulia inside. He's against
You
Allen.
gotta make those. He had the shot and everything.
And here is Carter Williams. Shoots from 14. They grab their own miss. Nice yet again. And it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from Anderson.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Delfino kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Delfino. Dishes it to Ilyasova.
Well, you could have made that.
Julia, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee on top, up 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
November 23rd. I feel like we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Yup, definitely, because they 6 and 7, we just 5 and 5. So, yeah. You already know they got a better record than us.
Game here at the start of the second quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for the
It's so cold in my house.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Bryce White is out there with Noel. Then it's Churn. Then there's James Anderson. And it's Roten in at the 1. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Delfino. Kicks it to Ilyasova.
From the diploma today,
Pass
you
to
good.
Delfino. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer, Ridnour.
Coach handle it. Whatever he say, that goes.
Was win at home. Good thing too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
4 on 3 as they bring it up.
Oh, come on, right now. Pass it,
He
pass
dishes
it.
to Neal. Turner with
Wow.
the 3 on 3. Here's Bates, power down with both hands.
Oh my God.
Great anticipation and awareness.
Wow, now it's that quick hitter.
Has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23 and 18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Clock at 6, and the call will be against Jason Richardson. Harris is checked in
Next.
for Milwaukee.
Oh, snap. Hang on 1 second. My charger came off. There we go. Make sure. Yeah. Alright, we good, we good. Alright, show me what you're working with. Alright, I'm gonna try my
Quarter,
best.
we're a little over a minute and a half in. It's deflected and stolen by Richardson. On up the court. And Turner
Can't stop that.
on the assist by Richardson.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Let's
Yeah,
focus,
sure
let's
was. He made
focus.
a beeline
Let's
for the
focus.
bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Good stuff,
And he
good
gets the
stuff.
bucket. And the Bucks lead. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Young, here we go. The feed now to Richardson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve. What was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year never really came to fruition, guys.
I'm not
He had a
worried.
bad had
Makes
to
it.
close things down. Not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean,
I'm not worried about it.
defense did not
Let's work
look
together.
very good there.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen,
Come on
a
now.
draft day trade for the Philadelphia 76ers, trading away their all-star point guard
Oh
Jrue
my
Holiday
gosh,
for the rights to
man.
6th pick overall Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick in the loaded class of 2014.
pick and roll offense.
Philly, it's a clear direction. Go young
You're
and
not
build
passing me
from
the
the ground
ball,
up.
man.
The Sixers' record will likely take a step back this season, but the experts all
Okay,
love
here we
the
go.
initiative with this move. Not content to be an average team,
Come on.
guys. They're looking to
Come on, Butler.
shake
Work
things up.
together.
Doris, a lot of
Come on,
promise
work
on
together.
this team. We'll see how they develop.
Not yet, not
Richardson,
yet. Come
surgery
on,
last
work
season
together.
to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion. Began to
I got
lean
it,
on
I
his
got it.
three-point shooting as his career went on, and a very productive player over the years.
6 to shoot. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Kind of a mismatch waiting.
If we
for
lose,
him.
it's because they-
Undersized at 6'8", but
Because they kept,
way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
Milwaukee making
they
a
just
switch.
kept attacking the
Mayo's
basket.
checked in.
That's
Second
all.
free throw. No
That's
good.
all.
And for Thaddeus Young
That's
with
all.
the league going more towards quickness and
That's
mobility,
all.
Clark, that's
Big,
certainly
okay.
going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up. But he's one of the best
There you go.
slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. This game
Got a
against
C+.
Milwaukee here. It's their first look at the Bucks.
And the season series between these two teams did not work out well for them last year, and that was costly.
He missed it. Let's go. He missed it.
The Bucks trail.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Harris with it. Now defended by Richardson. Sanders dishes to Butler. Lays it
Good
up and
stuff.
off the pretty assist. Butler's got his second basket. They were both on the bubble fighting it out for the bottom seeds.
Those are the games you need to win. You got to win the games you're supposed to, especially.
All right, shoot
coming
at
down to the
will.
last month.
Pick and roll offense. I got you.
Well,
Pick and roll
some great
offense.
passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Jackson Ellis on top. Third is Michael Carter-Williams.
Well, it's been a grand entrance to the NBA.
Pick and roll
for both of
offense.
these
I got
players.
you, I
I
got
think
you.
we could be seeing two of the next great playmakers in the league.
It certainly looks that way at this point. They've grasped their roles in the
Gotcha.
offensive end quicker than anybody could have imagined.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Come on, man.
Tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Bucks making a switch here.
It's only second quarter. We got this.
1:27
Oh,
left in
I
the
sat
first
down.
half.
Oh,
Some
come on.
firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, it really looks like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger from those players.
Andrew Sanders. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Portland.
It was a slow start for him. But he's starting to take off as we get the second quarter, guys.
Here's Carter-Williams. They trail by 3. On the wing, Ellis. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Go. And he lays it up and in.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Knight passes to Sanders. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but, you know, he led the league in ejections, too, with 5. He's got the control and manages emotions a little better.
He misses the free throw. Back to Sanders, he said he's taking steps to keep his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals are piling up.
Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You know, you really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made.
What you been up to, Auntie?
Good on the second free throw.
You know, one of the bigger improvements last season
What you
was
said?
Larry
What you
Sanders
said?
transforming from a specialist role player into a legitimate starter.
Making videos.
He always had a knack for defense and blocking
Yes.
shots and rebounding, but he polished up his offensive skills enough to be an impact player at that end of the floor.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Hey, it's 29-29.
Now here's Carter Williams.
We just gotta play defense. Guard our man, guard our man, guard our man.
And the layup's good off the glass. Moultrie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Ends in a close one. 76ers lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you
Dang, man, I feel like we're gonna lose.
Doris?
Well, Jason, after trailing early on in this ball game, what made the difference for turning this game around?
Just staying with it. We're going through a tough stretch, and we got to stay focused and stay together. And that's a lot of character that we pulled together and got the lead going into halftime.
Well done, Jason. We appreciate the time. Gentlemen.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay up where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Oh, no, no, no.
And welcome to the halftime show. A close game right now out at Wells Fargo Center. It's a close game for the
Man, I don't know how we be losing. I know how we be losing. They just be attacking the basket but not playing good defense because they be playing good. They be having good offense and then they be playing defense too.
The offense has been firing on all cylinders. This team is cooking. Larry Sanders giving them a nice boost. He's right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint halftime report presented by Sprint. You there at the Ben Franklin Bridge heading into downtown Philadelphia, where we are tonight.
A good quarter for Sanders. 9 points and also a block shot.
Number 2 on the goal is Sorry. Hey, babe.
Hey, Nana.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Make me want to cry. Yeah. You took a picture of it?
Yeah.
Sent to your mama?
I said it. You know, I did exactly what you said.
Look at Rocky name right there.
Well,
You got real late. You did, yeah. Because I know my grandson had a diploma. They were playing. I bet they got it done. How was your rank? You got your size for your rank?
No, then he said he's going to call me on that. I'm invited, though.
To get the rank?
Yes.
So what size you going to get?
It's a 9. It's a 9
You
inch.
wear 9? Okay, that's the size ring you wear. So he said when the rings come back, he going to call me and let me know.
Yes.
He'll probably call me. You gave me your number?
No, I gave him my Instagram.
Oh, turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. What are you doing, kid?
Had they been a little tougher against some of the lesser teams in their own conference, they might not have had to deal with the heat in the
The dogs have.
playoffs.
No, my room number 4. I got you going to I just opened your door.
J.J. Redick moving on from some of the young players. And I think that changed. And of
Go.
course, the
Go.
coaching
No, there.
switch from Scott Skiles to Jim Boylan. So they lost some of their momentum.
Now here's Carter Williams.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And stolen by Noel. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Turner. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. Knight gets to Ilyasova.
Oh, no, man.
Ilyasova against Young. 6 to shoot. Pass to Knight. Ilyasova inside the line. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night.
We're going to lose again, man.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. Feeds it to Richardson. Butler against Turner. Dish now to Noel.
Bro, we be losing out.
Two free
Bro,
throws for the contact right there.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11" out of
that's crazy,
big
bro.
wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
And that one misses. And back to Noel. Still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He's first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor, and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. Mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Roten dishes to Richardson. He kicks it to Roten. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Turner. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his moment.
I certainly do. You know, in Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during. He's all effort all the time.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. They don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Timeout call.
Put me in, coach.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south. Part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That game will be a quick step before hitting the road again. Here's Ilyasova outside. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Ilyasova's got 7 points for the quarter. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad time. Roster changes and injuries, of course. Never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
The 76ers leading
It's
by
40.
I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking.
Play, pass the ball
Just over
more.
3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here is Hawes. The rebound by Neal.
Boy,
Pass the
Montes,
ball
he's
more,
far
man.
too inconsistent with the shot. I mean, he's got to make those. Going to get to the.
It has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. I think they're starting to run.
Here's to the from Walt.
Situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview. Left him free to interview
For them in the third quarter, a nice 62% from the field. Here's Hawes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hawes.
Milwaukee, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's.
Sanders checked in for the Bucks. Turnaround Jay, and that one's good. Sanders has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. Clock management, this is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one.
Shot's good from Hawes. Delfino, defended by Young. Pass to Ridnour. That's good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a.
The shot from the low post is good. Turner's got 10 points in the third quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 2. And we for NBA.
Go up against the Detroit Pistons. Live from Detroit. You don't want to miss it.
We are getting destroyed. Like, for real, we are getting destroyed. We are letting other people
And
on our
let's go back to a
team.
terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State
They not
Farm
even
was
doing
center of
nothing.
the
They
game.
not even playing good
Great look
defense
and
like
set
I
up a
play.
three-point basket.
Like,
Scanned
bro.
the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
The Bucks trail. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Evan Turner is out there with Richardson. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then it's Noel. And it's Young in at the three. On the free throw, no good.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Shot clock at 6. Turner gets the screen from Noel. But they recover it. Over Sanders. And it's Noel missing.
You gotta like the defense, not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
And he gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, Brandon Knight out of Kentucky is more of a combo guard than a pure point when you look at him offensively. But with his long arms and good athleticism and at 6'3", I think there's a lot of upside for him at the defensive end of the floor. I think he's a guy that could defend 1 and 2s effectively.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told his guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. He does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism, but he's really an excellent outside shooter when he's got time to set up.
Now, here's Richardson. Turner passes to Carter Williams. Here's Richardson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Opportunities, and he's manufacturing it whenever they need it most.
Here's Sanders. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Sanders has got 6 in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Young sets a screen for Carter Williams. Young, a screen on Knight. Carter Williams dishes to Young. He feeds it to Noel. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this
Fourth
timeout.
quarter.
Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
Coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. The ball has to be fed into the low post much more than it has been to this point. That was his message. He said, they're giving us room down low. Let's take advantage of it. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And Carter Williams slams it in.
The lead changes already here, so that's a great matchup. Has two competitive teams going at it.
The shot by Knight, no good.
If they could hit every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Here is Knight. After the made shot from Evan Turner. Knight kicks this in. Butler up top. Turner covering. Shots good by Butler.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Carter Williams. Dishes it to Richardson.
Squared up and get his feet set.
Officials, a nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And the Bucks making a change here. Harris is checked in. Bucks on defense. Noel passes to Richardson. And the basket good. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Larry Drew said to his team. He told his guys not to use so much of the shot clock, saying early offense is going to be the key for them from this point forward. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Richard. Back to Butler. From deep. And he gets it to go.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Feed the post. Okay, I got you.
Left in the fourth quarter. On the pass to Richardson. Bucks trail by 4. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. Harris outside. He dishes it to Sanders. Back to Harris. 5 on the clock. Sanders' shot is off.
Hey, man.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Ellis goes in. There's the feed to Turner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And they got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Harris kicks to Ilyasova. Mayo with him. And Young picks him up defensively. Poked away. Mayo the pass to Ilyasova. No good on the 3. This may be their most important possession.
It's not my fault we
As long as they don't
losing.
make a mistake here, they should be safe.
It's not my fault we
They go to the
losing.
intentional foul. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. A different look for Milwaukee. Pachulia, he's checked in for Sanders. Chris Middleton comes in for Ilyasova. And Delfino is subbed in for Butler. Harris kicks to Middleton.
You could have went inside and attacked the basket.
And now they trail by just 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Could have attacked the
They're gonna
basket,
prolong the game here with an
Middleton.
intentional foul.
They can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line here.
Now Harris. So the 76ers win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
It's not my fault we lost. Coach put me in at the last minute. So it's not my fault.
Like them apples, dog, huh? I told you I was gonna be flexing my muscles out there tonight.
Yeah, you had a career game tonight. Whatever. Congratulations.
That's right, and I can't wait to hear all about it on the media tonight. Yo, you ain't gonna back out, right?
Nah, man, I'm gonna do it. I keep my word.
This is gonna be great. Can't wait.
Still got 11 minutes. If you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. The next time I make a video, we'll be going up against the Bobcats. So I'm looking forward for that video. Hopefully Streamlabs don't update. Because if it update, then I won't be able to send it to my studio, which is my YouTube studio. So hopefully it don't update. Because if it update, I'm going to be out of luck. And I'm really not trying to be out of luck. Yeah, man. If you enjoyed it, make sure you